Hi everyone, my name is Rishi Butt, and today I'm going to be walking you through my PerlinNoise terrain generation lab, which basically entails generating an infinite terrain. I kind of took inspiration off of some open world MMOs. I've always been like super interested in like those types of games, so I kind of wanted to create something on the lines of that. So basically how this works is kind of like, like as you walk towards the edge of our terrain or our mesh here, you'll kind of see that it kind of auto-populates more of like a random mesh in the background, kind of based off of your render distance and also kind of just where you are located on the map itself. Going up to the top here of one of these hills, you can kind of see that obviously all of the tails kind of have this different color scheme to them where like the top is white, the layer underneath that is green, and then the layer underneath that is going to be yellow, and then obviously underneath that is going to be blue. So I kind of did that by doing like a different gradient style coloring of the mesh, where essentially based off of the height, I would give each vertex like a different color. So like at the top we have like white for snow, and then green for grass, yellow for sand, and then obviously blue for water. So let's take a dive into the water here just to kind of get a feel of how it looks inside the water and what we're going to be dealing with. So there's this like a little blue shading down here to kind of just like like show that it is water. And then obviously if you look out of the water, everything will be like tinted blue because obviously you're inside of water. So that's kind of how water works. So yeah, that's a pretty big part of this lab. And then another part of the lab is also how the gravity works. So if there's a hill that's pretty steep, let's try and find one here. Just walking across. Let's see. This one looks relatively steep. Can I go up this hill? I can. Okay. Let's see if I can find a hill that works here. So basically, like if there's like a hill that's like pretty steep, it won't let you climb up the hill because you don't have enough force. I think this hill might work. Nope, this is also not too steep. Okay, cool. Well, regardless, I think you guys get the point of how the gravity works as well. Um, and yeah, so the water and all that is generated randomly. As you can see, every single time that step into like a new piece of land, it is going to look completely different from the piece of land that I was on before. And then essentially, that's all generated like randomly with this like smooth function called mathf.perlinNoise. And I think I found something that might be just about steep enough where I won't be able to walk up it. So as you can see, this is like a pretty steep hill over here. I try and walk up it, and I basically I'm like stuck. I'm pressing my W key right now, and I'm kind of I just can't go up it. But then obviously if I walk towards like a more flat part of my mesh, I'm able to walk up the hill just because of how the gravity works. And yeah, as you can see, you can kind of take a look at all the pieces of terrain that have been generated. There are like a little bit of rough edge lines here, but not to worry because they are all walkable over. And yeah, that concludes my Perlin noise terrain generation video. If you have any comments or any questions, please feel to leave them on the bottom of this video and have a good one. Thank you.